One thing about this rivalry that really hits me is that both teams kind of pit themselves as an underdog. And I don't know another rivalry, even in world sport, why that happens.
When you step out on the pitch, it's Mexico versus US. It's a battle when you get out there, you know. You don't try to play pretty or nice, you just try to win at all costs.
Sabemos que son partidos complicados, enfrentar a Estados Unidos, que tenemos que prepararnos muy bien física y mentalmente.
Salgo de decirles, Estados Unidos sí, tienen un gran país, tienen grandes cosas, la economía, se vive mejor, lo que sea, pero en el fútbol les ganamos.
Everyone talks about the stare down, but I think for any US player, if you've never played in a Mexico game, as soon as you step on the field, you understand the rivalry, you understand the disgust for each other, them for us, us for them, and it's just kind of understood as soon as you put on the jersey and you wear that red, white, and blue.
Y es una rivalidad muy buena que le hace muy bien a los dos países. Son grandes duelos, siempre te preparabas de manera diferente porque eran clásicos. Parte de todo es sana porque es deportiva.
USA needs Mexico, Mexico needs the United States. Being American, I'm also a patriot, US Navy. It's a balance. When I watch these games, I'm actually torn apart, but I love El Tri and I love US soccer, so it'll be a great thing to see in Azteca Stadium.
For Americans living in Mexico, most of us have a real big appreciation for the way that Mexicans have opened their arms to allow us to live in this beautiful country. We root for Mexico when they're not playing the United States.
The USA-Mexico game is always tough. I was born and raised in the United States of America. I'm an American, but we wear green in my house.
Mexico! Mexico! Mexico!
My parents were born in Mexico, but I was born here. I grew up in a Mexican household, Mexican rules. I have strong roots, and I basically follow my culture every day.
The Mexican fans and Mexicans here in the US helped to grow in the soccer here.
What Jorge Campos meant going to the LA Galaxy or Cuauhtémoc Blanco going to Chicago, and all of a sudden you see a stadium full.
1996, when MLS happened, I remember being super excited. My first favorite team was the Dallas Burn because Hugo Sanchez played for the Dallas Burn.
Giovanni Santos playing for the MLS is very important to us because he's representing us over here, so it's amazing.
You look at the supporters groups in MLS, a lot of them very influenced by Mexico. I think in terms of what the Mexican national team have done for soccer in the United States, I mean, just creating events. If you go to that, you see the experience, you see what it's like to have 50, 60,000 people screaming, and I think it does create a culture, I think there's no doubt about it. The Mexico fans and whole families coming, 3, 4 generations of family coming together, and I think that in terms of the United States, if people pick up on that, the younger kids as well, they might go on to play for the United States.
I think that Mexico and US work together in the growing, no?
If you want to put emphasis on how important the United States is to Mexican football, from 2000 to 2016, Mexico played 150 times in the United States and only 73 times in Mexico. The dollars that come in from the United States are definitely used to the benefit of the Mexican game in terms of youth systems, promoting the game, sponsorship. It's just amazing the way the Mexico-US rivalry kind of swings round, and in the last cycle, US are so confident and Mexico are struggling to make it. And this time around now, you've got a Mexico team that are fully confident with a bit of swagger about it.
Encontré a un grupo más fuerte, cada vez más unido, cada vez más complementado, tanto fuera, dentro del campo. Creo que hemos estado trabajando muy bien. De todos los compañeros es espectacular.
Una más, por favor.
Dempsey, their first and loose ball. It's a momentarily empty net. Villafaña looking to hook it in for Altidore. Saved by Williams.
We started AOCDMX in June of 2016. We're the second international chapter.
We have the agave plants. You got the Pyramid of the Sun. Mexico City's been fantastic for me. I work at a school here. I'm a phys ed teacher. Living in Mexico actually made me a fan of the game. The rivalry is there. It's obvious. Everybody knows it. But I feel like there's a camaraderie that's built a little bit.
I've been to 2 games at Azteca. The one we won, 1-0, and Orozco's goal. I was sitting in the last row at Azteca at midfield with a couple of my buddies.
Yelich cross, it's stabbed in, finally, from Christian Pulisic.
Let's go! The way that Mexico uses football as like a tool to draw everyone, whether it's in Mexico or in the States, because they're selling out friendlies in the States every time they play. The crowd's loud. It's really cool to see the bridge of how the U.S. is growing more and more and more. And it's not our most popular sport. We all know that, but we have a pride to try and make it our most popular sport.
I've always said the growth of U.S. soccer is very entwined with the growth of the Mexican national team.
Christian Pulisic!
Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose on Sunday. I hope we win, but if Mexico wins, it's an incredible, beautiful spirit of the game that I think there's a mutual respect, because it's not easy coming here to Azteca in this environment, in this altitude, and trying to eke out a win. And I know for Mexico, there's a sense of pride to be able to defeat the United States in a game of soccer, but at the end of the day, we're all the same. We have very similar customs and cultures and ways we watch the game and ways we celebrate our people. We're just people. People really believe that and understand that in this country.